BTS News Today. May 1st, 2025 will be a day that shakes the hearts of millions of soldiers around the world. Incredible news comes from the South Korean Military Academy, the place where Jeon Jungkook, the main vocalist and golden magne BTS, is undergoing military service. Today, however, his name resonates again, not because of the release of a new song, not because of the stunning appearance on the world stage, but rather because of an extraordinary achievement that was considered almost impossible even by the military circles themselves. In the world of military known hard, disciplined, and full of pressure, Jungkook managed to record achievements that had only been the dream of many soldiers. He was declared the recipient of an extraordinary honorary award given only to individuals with outstanding contributions to corps morale, physical and mental endurance, as well as tactical and leadership abilities that go beyond the standards of military training. The news first emerged through official military broadcasts, which are usually closed and full of formalities. But that day was different. Military Academy Special Division spokesman, Major Kim Sung-jin, appeared in a press conference that aired live on national news stations. In the broadcast, Major Kim mentioned Jungkook's name with unusual respect. He said that for the first time in the history of the Academy, a soldier who has only joined in less than 6 months has shown unwavering dedication and passion, break the speed record of completion of heavy obstacles, as well as uniting his team in an incredible spirit. Soldier Jeon Jungkook not only meets the standards, he exceeded it. According to Major Kim, we've seen a lot of tough lads come and go, but this figure brings something different. He has natural charisma, tactical intelligence, and the humility that inspired his entire unit. Shortly after the announcement, the hashtag Proud of Jungkook is trending on Twitter in more than 80 countries. Jungkook's old videos during concerts, dance rehearsals, and interactions with other members again flooded with proud and harried comment from fans. Not a few of them admitted to crying after learning that Jungkook, which they have seen as a figure full of charm on stage, now it shines in a very different way in the harsh and merciless military training field. But what makes this achievement feel so impossible? In an internal interview conducted by the military media, several of Jungkook's teammates gave astounding testimony. A soldier named Choi Min-up mentioned that in the third week of training, their squad went through a period of crisis. Many are exhausted, even close to giving up due to physical and psychological stress. But that's when Jungkook stepped forward. With his calm voice, he not only encouraged, but also involved himself directly in helping those who were weak. He's not just physically strong. He treated us like brothers. Min-up said, "There was one night when we had to go on a 15-kilometer night hiking route in extreme temperatures. A colleague of ours almost fainted. Jungkook shouldered his backpack without hesitation. Even he willingly shared his ration. I've never seen a leader as good as him, though he's not even the official leader of the squad." Stories like this are clear evidence that Jungkook has instilled values, which he learned over the years with BTS, into the military world. Discipline, hard work, and a sense of responsibility that he always showed in the entertainment world. Now it shines again in a completely different environment. The Academy also highlighted Jungkook's quick adaptation to military tactics. He showed very accurate shooting ability, scored near-perfect scores in physical endurance tests, and led a battle simulation strategy that amazed trainers. One of the instructors even referred to it as a rare natural talent. Surprisingly, in one simulation mission hostage rescue, Jungkook, who was assigned as a reserve squad member, swiftly read the enemy's movement gap and took over the strategy after the commander of the main squad suffered minor injuries. He managed to bring the whole team back with a time faster than the ideal limit. It was this event that became the turning point for the attention of the Academy's top brass against the extraordinary talent of this young man born in 1997. Army, as a global fan community, welcomed this news with great enthusiasm. Many wrote open letters, made video tributes, he even raised donations on Jungkook's behalf for various social activities in Korea and abroad. They see this achievement not only as sheer pride, but it is also an inspiration that even an artist can be a true role model in various areas of life. Meanwhile, the BTS members, who are now also undergoing military service in separate units, reported to feel very proud. A source in the military said that Jimin, who is known to be very close to Jungkook, congratulating her through internal channels and even writing a handwritten letter to her best friend. In the letter, Jimin referred to write a touching sentence: "You always surprise the world, but this time, you made us all cry in silence. Continue to be a star, even when your sky is different." Big Hit Music, the agency that oversees BTS, they also issued an official statement expressing their pride in Jungkook's achievements. In the statement, the agency wrote that they were not surprised at the achievement because he knew Jungkook's dedication from a young age. But they admit that this achievement far exceeded anyone's expectations when the public asked if this achievement could lead to faster promotion or influence in military structures. The military spokesman stated that any decision was under official rules. Nevertheless, they hinted that Jungkook's achievements, it is already noted as one of the historical moments in the records of the military academy. From a singer who performed full of light on the world stage, up to the soldier who shines in the simplicity of military barracks, Jungkook shows that a person's identity does not only shine in one form. He proved that courage, empathy, and perseverance are universal qualities that can shine anywhere, even in the darkness of a night of military training. Now, Jungkook's story is not just a legend among the army, but it is also remembered by the younger generation of Korea as a symbol of hope. A young man chasing his dream to the top of the world, then back to the roots of service as a citizen, and still shine without the spotlight of the camera. This journey is not over. Jungkook still serving the rest of his military service, and the world awaits, patiently and hopefully, to see the version of him that comes back later, not just as an artist we know, but as a man who has proved that there are no limits for things that a person can achieve with a sincere heart and intentions. And when that day comes, when Jeon Jungkook is back on stage, the world will welcome her not only as a pop star, but as a symbol of determination, courage, and unquenchable passion. Outside the heavily guarded walls of the military academy, euphoria still felt as if the world was watching a history written by a young man, which used to be loved only for its charm on stage. Now, the charm is still there, but it comes in the form of courage, discipline, and real leadership. Even the international media is silent. Several major outlets such as the BBC, CNN, and The Guardian wrote articles about Jungkook's achievements. They said that a global superstar managed to show a new side of himself in a completely different environment, and that the Korean military has found a new face of inspiration for the younger generation. Even the Japanese media, China, until France picked up this story as the headline of the cultural and social section, with an analysis of how the influence of K-pop turns out to penetrate the boundaries of the stage and touch the aspects of the state. Not only the media, a number of military and political figures also made comments. Former general of the South Korean Army, General Park Hyung-soo, in a special interview said, "Rarely have we seen the public pay so much attention to the development of a soldier nationally, moreover, international. But if someone deserves that attention, then Jungkook is worth it." What makes Jungkook different? According to many observers, consistency of character. Since the beginning of his career with BTS, Jungkook is known as a hard worker, never complain, and always respect each other. He was known to be humble, but never hid his determination. He likes a challenge. He learns everything quickly even in the entertainment world. She became a singer, dancer, producer, and choreographer. Now, in a military world full of physical and psychological stress, the same character reappears, but in a more profound and heartwarming way.
Intelligence and patience, I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity.